And I'm Alicia Vitarelli. Tonight on FYI Philly, I hope it's to save the day.
2015 is coming to a close. We tap local designers to ring in the new year in style. It looks so fresh.
'Tis the season for pies, and we're digging in.
It's Christmas. That's what it's all about.
We meet a local family whose dazzling light display has gone nationwide.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
And hit the city and suburbs with a massive list of things to do. Hi everyone, and happy holidays.
We are right here in our 6 ABC studios, and how about our tree?
Beautiful, looks just like my tree at home.
Yeah, right.
No, gloriously decked out for the season though.
Well, they say home is where the heart is.
And that's why we're here.
And that's why when it came time to shop for New Year's fashion, we hit up our local talent.
Designers from the Philadelphia Fashion Alliance.
And every single piece is hand-stitched right here in Philadelphia.
I was kind of a whiz kid.
When West Philly designer Jovan O'Connor started creating custom couture, her very first client was none other than Patti LaBelle.
Once I did the gown for Patti, I'm like, okay, I can totally do anything.
She specializes in gowns for any occasion where you want to look fabulous. And this stuff is made in Philly. It is made right here.
This is where the magic happens.
It's where she created the gown that I wore when I covered the Oscars last year, and I felt like $1 million in it. Her holiday collection includes this black sleeveless number accented with an on-trend fringed hemline. Ooh, I love it.
It's very flashy on the outside, and it accentuates your curves as well.
For a dress with real wow factor, this red stunner is all that. You're going to walk in this, and people are going to take notice.
Absolutely. That's in my brand DNA to make eye-catching pieces. So come on down, I have something for you.
Jamaican-born designer Therese Brown has been sewing since she was 7 years old.
I was a huge fan of like X-Men and cartoons, so I would create like these outfits to save the day, which is what I'm doing today.
You are outfits to save the day. Her vibrant pieces have a built-in bonus. They're machine washable and wrinkle-free. It's nice and flowy, so you have an extra cocktail or an extra hors d'oeuvre, or an extra plate. This is something that will still look good, and yet it has a high fashion look about it. Doylestown native Victoria Wright is a self-taught seamstress who created her first collection when she was just a junior in high school.
I've always been drawing, beautiful little dresses ever since I was 3 years old.
Her designs are a contemporary take on vintage cocktail dresses.
So the Victoria Wright woman is a really vivaciously chic woman.
For those on a fixed budget, Anina King designed her holiday line to add some artistic oomph to pieces you already own, like this shrug. It can be worn over the arm, under the arm, a little more coverage, a little less coverage. Or this leatherized piece of silk chiffon. And again, it's convertible. This can be worn up like I have it, or it can be untied and worn down. It's a great versatile piece that adds drama without adding an entire new gown. And Fishtown designer Gabrielle Mandel makes vivid ombre scarves that add a pop of color to your little black dress.
For going out on New Year's Eve, it's sort of a great piece.
And now I have to do some shopping. And all of those designers came through Philadelphia's Fashion Incubator Project.
Training them for greatness, and now that we're dressed for the occasion, let's go find a place to go.
Let's hit it up. Our partners at Philly Mag have created a list of local restaurants.
And they're all perfect for last-minute parties.
Midtown Village favorite Barbuzzo just recently added a second floor that's perfect for private parties.
We have a full bar, full kitchen, restrooms, everything is right here. It's as though you've rented out your own restaurant, actually.
Superstar restaurateurs Chef Marcy Turney and Valerie Safran created the upstairs menu to include favorites from all of their restaurants.
The sheep's milk ricotta from Barbuzzo, the Sunday gravy from Nona's. We just started having some requests for items on the menu at Bud of Maryland's. Right. So whatever they want, we'll do.
The intimate event space can seat up to 65 people.
They walk in and they almost feel at home, but at the same time, they're getting a delicious meal.
Distrito and University. Yes.
You walk in and it just says party.
The food is modern Mexican from Iron Chef Jose Garces.
You can do a seated dinner, you can do family style, you can do past hors d'oeuvres. It's really endless options, but we make it easy and simple for you.
It's 2 floors, each equipped with a full-service bar.
We have fantastic margaritas.
all different tequilas, more tequila here than anywhere else, I think, in the city.
Philadelphia Magazine named Japanese barbecue spot Giyu Kaku the best of Philly this year for group dining.
Every table has its own grill, and everybody gets their meats and their seafoods and their veggies prepped and raw, and they cook it to their own liking. It gives you something to share and something to talk about, and you don't see a lot of folks in this restaurant with their heads down on their cell phones. Everybody's talking to each other.
The rooms are semi-private, and there's a special menu for large parties that includes some of the restaurant's most popular dishes.
The bibimbap are a crowd favorite. That is your fried rice in a clay pot, comes to the table raw and cooks right in the pot from the heat of the pot.
Pub and Kitchen in Center City has a special spot designed for a cozy dinner party.
This room is the Pabbit room. It's our upstairs space at Pub and Kitchen.
It serves contemporary European cuisine made with seasonally fresh ingredients.
It's 3 courses, 3 to 4 choices for each course.
Overlooking 20th Street, the bright space can seat up to 30 people.
We treat you like family. We want everyone, when they come to the Pabbit room, to feel special, make it their own, and have a fun time.
If you're entertaining at home, you want to make sure you have the right dessert.
That is very important.
Dessert is crucial, and wine. And pies are a perfect fit around the holidays.
Actually, all year round.
We found some great places around the city for treats both savory and sweet.
The Red Barn Cafe in Hamilton, New Jersey is home to Penza's Pies.
During the holidays, we don't have a machine popping out pies.
Right. You're making hundreds and hundreds of pies, and you're doing it kind of the old-fashioned way.
And during the holidays, they come from all over to enjoy their award-winning ricotta pies.
They come from Connecticut, they come from Long Island and Brooklyn. They're so much fun.
And they come with their coolers.
Oh, they come with their coolers.
At Magpie on South Street, the butterscotch bourbon is a family recipe passed down from owner Holly Riccardi's grandmother.
That is our signature pie.
Chocolate, coffee, and cinnamon add layers of flavor to their pecan pie, and their take on the classic pumpkin has a sweet kick.
We cook like maple syrup and all the spices together, and then we make that into our pumpkin pie.
In Kennett Square, the fairy tale pumpkins aren't just decoration at Nomadic Pies. They will be roasted and turned into a decadent pumpkin pie.
People love to take pies places, like when they go somewhere for dinner or they're visiting family.
Pie Queen Molly Johnston uses Honeycrisp apples for all her variations of apple pie.
Like apple ginger, caramel apple crumb, apple raspberry, cranberry apple.
Looking for a savory selection for the holidays? Sam Jacobson has you covered at Stargazy in East Passion.
Every day there'll be at least 3 of the regular savory pies.
Sam brought many of the recipes from his home in Norwich, England. But if you're looking for something custom made,
You can bring your own dish, BYOD.
tell Sam the ingredients and he'll make your pie.
That's a great thing for the holidays.
She's ready for the fryer.
If you're out on the town during the holidays, the Pie Stand food truck was voted Best of Philly as a late night snack.
It's gotta be this good.
They have seasonal sweets and savory standbys like the Reuben.
Obviously, you want corned beef. You want some sauerkraut.
Topped with Swiss cheese, it's just one of the hand pies that might be the perfect fit for that late night pastry craving.
It's rich. It has a lot of flavor. Hits the spot. And let me just say, huge debt of gratitude to whoever started making pies both sweet and savory.
Never a bad time for a pie. And speaking of savory, our friend Rachel Ray has a new cookbook out.
And she shared with us a few super easy and very delicious recipes. It's Rachel Ray's 22nd cookbook, and it's called Everyone is Italian on Sunday.
Everyone's Italian on Sunday means getting together and sharing time with each other.
The book is jam-packed with 700 recipes, including this 4-cheese stuffed butternut squash.
Roast the squash cut side down until it's tender. Then you flip it over and scoop it out.
Mix the meat of the squash with some ricotta cheese and a whole head of roasted garlic. And then you
squish it out. Squish it out.
Add some fresh thyme, plus mozzarella, Parmigiano Reggiano, and pecorino cheeses.
And then you just stuff it back into the squash shells.
So you took the squash out and you dressed it up and then you put it back in.
Right, it's like a double stuffed potato essentially.
A cheesy, delicious dish that can be served as a side, a hot dip appetizer, or even a vegetarian entree. The cookbook also includes a recipe for a whole roasted head of cauliflower covered with cheese.
And this one is a great side dish as well. It's a good vegetarian entree.
Rachel says you start by steaming the cauliflower in a Dutch oven until it's tender. Then transfer to a baking sheet.
Once it's on the baking sheet, you can cover it with any soft cheese you like and then any browning cheese you like.
She opts for ricotta, flavored up with an entire bulb of roasted garlic. Woo! salt and pepper and fresh thyme.
We're going to thin the ricotta out with a splash of cream or half and half. And then we're going to add some good fruity extra virgin olive oil for flavor.
Mix together, slather it all over the cauliflower, then top with lots of shredded parm.
Look at that.
Roast at 400 degrees until it's browned and bubbling and ready to serve.
It's great for cocktails or starters, and it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And gluten-free.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
You have cauliflower face.
It's okay, so do I.
And the best part is both of those dishes are delicious and the perfect party appetizer.
Look good to me. When we come right back,
It's Christmas. That's what it's all about.
we'll get out and about enjoying some of the holiday happenings.
FYI Philly, Let's Go Places is brought to you by the 2015 Toyota Highlander. Make the most of any adventure. Visit your local Toyota dealer and test drive one today. Toyota, let's go places.
We are spending the holidays right here at home in our very festive 6 ABC studio.
It's so beautiful. We just wanted to show it off a little bit.
Of this tree. So I'm not going to lie, it does look great in here, but have you ever seen the display that Emily Harleysville puts up?
It's amazing, right? This house is so bright. You can see it from the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
And so impressive, it made national TV.
The power surge at sunset every day in Harleysville starts right here at the Drellick House.
There's 35,000 lights. The best part about it is there's 26 interactive push buttons. So you can walk around and push and make things move and dance.
Joe Drellick started this Christmas tradition 33 years ago with his father, and his wife knew exactly what she was getting into.
I knew it when I started dating him, when I walked into the warehouse where him and his dad were making the castle, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this all about?
The family took their dazzling display national when they competed on ABC's Great Christmas Light Fight for the grand prize of $50,000.
Philadelphia, baby, right? I want to win it for Philly. Philly loves winners. I talked to Mayor Nutter. He's going to give me a parade down Broad Street if I win.
It's definitely a great experience being known as the Christmas lighthouse in Harleysville.
Most of the decorations are homemade.
Very sentimental pieces that mean a lot to us. Everything has a story.
Jordan has a star Joe built when she was born. Jacob has a train he and his father made to commemorate the Phillies World Series win in 2008.
It is a family affair for sure. When you see little kids walking around and pushing buttons and just smiles on their faces, it's Christmas. That's what it's all about.
We're so proud of Joe. He actually sent a note after the show saying he wished he could have won it for Philly.
I think he just wanted a parade.
Everybody loves a parade.
Absolutely. And if you'd like to take in your lights in a more active fashion, Six Flags is celebrating the holidays in the park.
It's 1 million glittering lights.
Mixed with the smells of hot chocolate and funnel cake.
When you think of theme parks, you think of rides and attractions, but it is kind of like you are bringing the North Pole to Great Adventure.
For the first time ever, Six Flags Great Adventure is opening their doors for the holiday season.
We have over 1 million lights, 5,000 feet of garland, over 1,000 poinsettias.
Wow, this is pretty cool. Parkgoers can experience everything from a spectacular light show.
People are skipping, smiling, happy. You know, it's definitely just family having a good time.
To holiday goodies that will warm your insides.
We have brand new flavors of hot chocolate, funnel cake, fudge, delicious here too. Platter bowls, so all of the comforts of the holiday food are here too.
Is this where Santa hangs out?
Kids can meet the man in the red suit themselves and even write him letters.
No matter what the weather, it snows here every day.
I like that.
For those thrill seekers, there are a number of rides that are open for the festivities.
If you want to brave some of your favorite rides in the cold, we do have some rides like Green Lantern, Superman, Nitro, Batman, Dark Knight, and then we have kids rides and family rides too.
Six Flags Holiday in the Park is open through January 3rd.
And that's just the start of our holiday fun. When we come right back, we'll have more things to do in the city and the suburbs.
Halls of our 6 ABC studios all decked out for the occasion.
I think it's gorgeous in here. Well, 'tis the season to gather with family and friends and enjoy the holiday happenings and trends.
And if you're looking for things to do, we put together quite the list for you.
Was the holiday season through the city and the burbs. Lights are glowing and Santa's been heard. At Franklin Square, there's an electrical spectacle. It's just one of the things that makes this a holiday festival.
50,000 lights synchronized to sounds of the Philly Pops.
Ben Franklin's kite lights the night and the kids are amazed while the tents keep you warm with food and drink to be raised.
We have Ben's Bites and Brews with comfort food and authentic German beer.
At the Reading Terminal Market, food is the main attraction, but in its 9th season, there are
train draws a reaction.
It's a good one. It's become a real holiday tradition.
There are 25 trains with backdrops, wintry and fun, and the market is a fitting place for the trains to run.
The trains used to bring the food, so obviously I think it works really well.
At the Brandywine River Museum, train lovers delight in a display that every year rises to a new height.
Look, there's a minion.
With nearly 2,000 feet of track, it's one of the largest in the nation.
Oh yeah, that's a roller express.
A perfect way to spend your holiday vacation.
I like to see what he's added to the trains. There's a tire swing over there, and there's an air balloon that came this year.
You can also marvel at the 10,000 handcrafted critters that make the trees all a-glitter. And check out the collection of rare antique dolls set in a scene of a sledding party for all.
It's also the whole Wyeth legacy for those who appreciate the arts.
For those who love flowers, Longwood Gardens' annual Christmas display has lots of drawing power.
This theme is all about water and fountains. So it's inspired by our founder Pierre DuPont and his love of free-flowing water.
It's 4 acres of garden under glass, a stunning display of fountains and firs and masks, with a water-inspired color palette of blues and silver, white, and clear hues.
And then, of course, we also still have the traditional nod to red, because it's not the Christmas season unless you have a fair amount of red.
The Macy's Light Show in the city is a Philly tradition, but the star of the show is the organ rendition.
It's iconic. It's one of those things you have to do if you're a Philadelphian.
The Wanamaker organ can play more than 450 instruments, and the man behind the keys says it's a natural stimulant.
It's just really cool to integrate this.
They had the wrong city, so it'll come tomorrow. They gave us a $5 credit because we asked for expedited. So $5 credit back to your gift card. So if there's something else you want, we can get something else. Okay, do you feel okay with that?
Yes.
Very furry Christmas with Elmo and Santa spreading holiday wishes.
Have your list ready.
The park rides are open and they have a brand new parade. Right after Christmas, there's a new year to celebrate.
We have a family-friendly New Year's Eve celebration here.
For 68 years, the Kosers created their Christmas village. Now the light total has left an unforgettable image.
Well, it's more than 1 million. Little ones, big ones, old ones, new ones.
It's just outside Reading in a town called Burnville. A road trip worth taking when you drive over the hill.
That seems to be the favorite place. People have written poems about it to us.
If something elegant is more to your liking, Yuletide at Winterthur offers a setting that's striking.
The tour that goes through about 20 of Mr. DuPont's rooms.
It's the 30th year for the dried flower tree. It stands 15 feet tall and is a sight to see.
I can't imagine having a Yuletide season that didn't have dried flower tree.
With so much to do, enjoy the winter delight. Happy holidays to all, and to all, a good night. And if you're looking for a different way to ring in the new year, how about a giant mushroom drop?
Say what? That's right. All right, New York City may have the fall, but in Kennett Square, the mushroom capital of the world, they throw a big party.
They sure do. There's food, face painting, and dancing.
And it all culminates at midnight with the dropping of a stainless steel mushroom.
It's their signature, very cute. And then you can start your new year off with a dazzling display of Chinese culture at the Kimmel Center.
That's this week's FYI Loves the Arts.
Shen Yun is a group of classical Chinese artists on a mission to revive 5,000 years of ancient culture.
Classical Chinese dance originates from imperial times. Back then it was presented to the emperors and the generals in the form of courtly dancing.
The dance, believed to be divinely inspired, has been passed down through the generations, and the ancient legends come to life on stage.
Well, we have over 400 costumes during the show, all of which are handmade and tailored for each dancer, and they match the historical background behind each dance.
A live orchestra combines ancient Chinese and modern Western instruments. Add in the dancers, and the audience is transported back to a time when emperors ruled dynasties, heroes became legends, and the world was full of magic and miracles.
It's really a journey from ancient China right up to today. A lot of our audience members walk in without a deep understanding of Chinese culture or history, but they walk out with a whole new appreciation for this ancient heritage.
Shen Yun performs January 8th through the 10th at the Academy of Music.
You can find the link to buy tickets on our FYI Philly website and Facebook page.
When we come right back,
it's time for another Shelter success story.
Welcome back to FYI Philly.
It's now time for this week's Shelter Me.
David has known Ruthie his whole life, all 16 months.
Usually the first thing he says when he wakes up in the morning is dog.
When the Lowlines adopted Ruthie, she had just given birth to a litter of puppies.
And she was great with them.
David will come up and play on her, climb over her.
It's how the Delaware SPCA wants all their adoptions to go.
Seeing stories like Ruthie's really means everything to us.
They have a newly renovated space with a fully staffed veterinary clinic.
People can make an appointment and receive low-cost veterinary care.
Their expanded dog kennel offers more room in this no-kill shelter.
Edward is a 5-year-old Great Dane.
Looking for a mature forever family.
Edward would love a nice big yard to run around in.
Jack is more of a lap dog, a 9-month-old Jack Russell mix.
Pretty low energy right now, but he can get a little bit spunky.
Cats enjoy condo living, so pets like Sunny and Smokey will have an easier time adjusting to a forever family.
And this is Cleopatra. She's a 4.5-year-old pit bull, well-trained, knows sit, which is a plus, and would probably love to play Frisbee with you just about every day. But Cleopatra will probably do better in a home with no other pets. Cleopatra's been looking for a home for a little over a year now. If you're interested in Cleopatra or any of the animals you've met today, you can visit the Delaware SPCA website.
And if you'd like to share your shelter success story, just post a picture on our FYI Philly Facebook page.
Tell us a little bit about your pet and be sure to use the hashtag 6ABC Shelter Me.
Next weekend on FYI Philly.
This is so good.
We ring in the new year with a celebration of all things new.
New year, new bakery, new spots for food and fashion, ready for a party.
New places to get fit.
How cool is that? And a New Year's Fitness Challenge.
Like straight or legs bent.
Plus, we check out some new luxury living. This is Philly from the top.
And take to the skies for the city's best new view.
You're going to love this. And if you're interested in anything you saw this week, you can find all the details on the FYI section of 6abc.com and also on our FYI Philly Facebook page.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.